Good evening. So now that Battlegrounds is over, I guess it's time to knock out some of this event quest. Hey, Gerald. I ended in M3 in Battlegrounds. I mean, I could have been M1, maybe. Would have been M2 if I had ended at where I was peaked at yesterday, but I'm not too worried about 10,000 trophy tokens or whatever. Oops. I've done a few attempts at Spring of Sorrow fight also. I'm going to be using Blade for the first fight, and then I'll figure out the last objective after that. But that should be a pretty straightforward solo. I don't know when I'll get it, but I'd expect that it'll only take a day or so. I've already put up some paths in the event quest. Oh yeah, this is tech, power drain. Okay, tech, shock, and power manipulation. Right, I just burned through it with Shuri before. So I'll take Nimrod for that Sinister I saw, and I don't know if Guardian will interact with that or not. Climbing BGs and GC wasn't fun getting beat by Whaley rosters. I'm sorry. But you made it to GC though, and that's the important part. We got the spot boss. I don't know. I think I used Kate or something for this before. Not too worried about it. Wish you could use Blade, but might go for Gwenpool for 2017. CGR for clarity. That would definitely work. Gwenpool would be a fun one. The only reason I'm going for Blade is because he covers 2 objectives. I like being able to knock out 2 at once, even if it takes a few more attempts. Oh, what's the node here? Is it like Matador or something? Yes, it is. Special, then I can wipe you out with mine. Who likes Gwenpool on Gwenpool? If your Blade was ranked up, you'd cover the 2 objectives, but get to fight 3 times. I mean, it's honestly easier to do it 3 times because it's not that difficult of a fight. You can easily get the 1 shot within the 2-week time frame. So it's probably more expensive to use someone like Blade, but I find it a little bit more fun. And I have the 7-star Unawakened. That's what I've been using. I also have the rank 3 6-star, which I could use. Rank 3s are pretty slow for modern Spring Sorrow fights. I did Onslaught with rank 3 Photon. It was very slow, but got the job done eventually. That was the longest fight for me. Sadly, Juggernaut is immune to reverse controls. Because I was going to do it with him. I didn't really bring a good counter here, did I? Because Juggernaut's Brotherhood of Mutants, but unfortunately he takes all that degen from that one node. A little worried about whatever the Annihilus fight is going to be, though. I'm worried that they're going to put Chum the Waters in. That's just going to be awful. They caught everyone with that? You're thinking Jugs till you read the note? You're doing better than me, though, because I didn't connect the dots until I was in the fight. I forget about Jugs' reverse controls immunity. I'm looking forward to trying out these North Star and who's the other one? Arcade fights. I fought Arcade I think twice in Battlegrounds, and it went really easy with CGR. Of course, he's probably going to be a good bit more difficult in the main quest. But I get stunned. Doesn't matter. You can use Toad for it. Okay. I imagine he'd be pretty good. CGR that guy? That was the plan. I've also got Hulkling that I don't know if it'll work or not, but I'll try. Kind of surprised we don't have the new nodes for Battlegrounds yet. Unless I guess I haven't checked this afternoon, but nope, doesn't appear that they posted it yet. I guess they're doing a stream about Battlegrounds on Friday. Maybe they'll put some stuff up then. Hey, Lord Jerkface. How are you doing? Where did you end up in Battlegrounds? I was just in Mysterium. Like normal for me. One of these seasons I gotta make it to Celestial. Maybe this next season is gonna be the one for me. I have noticed myself improving over the last number of seasons, so eventually I'll be able to make it to Celestial. Not quite sure when. Ended up around 110 and M2. Expected to drop to M3, but the slide was slow. Much less stressful season for you. Nice. Yeah, I think I was in M3 at the end. If I had parked at my peak yesterday, it would have either been high M2 or low M1. But I'm not too worried about it. Mysterium 1 barely has better awards than Mysterium 3. Who knows? Maybe I'll get a lucky 7-star pull out of it. I'm gonna wait 20 seconds for that. I did one passive today's thing, side quest. Anywhere Mysterium's pretty much the same. Better play and have fun. That's exactly what I was thinking. Like, there wasn't really much on the line. I knew even if I fell out of Mysterium, I could make it back before the end. And there was no shot of getting Celestial. Kind of alleviates a lot of the pressure. Hey, Captain Judah. Where did you end up? Were you in C5? C6. Not bad. C5 for the first time. Congratulations. That's crazy. And I know that you put up a pretty good solo score. Had seasons where you had to battle last minute to sneak into M3. Yeah, me too. Hey, a revive. Yeah, and that's always a stressful time for sure. I need to do the House of Zemo Arenas challenge soon. I've got tons of revives. I've got Zemo ranked up. I'll probably do that this week while Battlegrounds is down. Striker power? I think that's what the name is. Man, rank 3 is just... They're so fast for Event Quest. It's crazy. I wonder when they'll make a full Paragon difficulty. We're definitely starting to get to the point where we could use it. House of Zemo wasn't terrible. Very bad with him. I've never played with him. Oh no. Whoops. It's easier than FinTech. Oh, I bet. Those I still have to do. Harder than Classic Avengers. Yeah, I wanted to start with Classic Avengers and then do House of Zemo, because it seemed like that was going to be easier. If you're good with Zemo, it won't be bad at all. I'll definitely take some time to practice. I just sigged up Mojo and Tigra today also. I had a ton of Sig Stones expiring, so they're both at max Sig now. Hoping top 10 in solo. You know you didn't get first or second. Well, you got first last season. And that's more than most people will ever get. I'm really curious to see where we placed. I don't remember what our score was last season and how this season's compared. I think top 10 is a possibility, but I would say it's far from a lock. I just want the details for the next meta, so I can know who to rank up. Although I don't have a ton of rank up materials right now. I'm actually a little short on T6CC. Shorter than I've been in a while. I've got enough for a skill rank up and a mutant rank up, I want to say. Oh no, I'm going to be using the mutant catalyst on Sinister. I got him mostly ranked up today. But I'm a little short on ISO. So I'm saving, I think, the rank 4 and 5 until the next level up. Hey, alright. Alliance's final tally. I think we're keeping that information private, Lord Jerkface. There's about 18 million. Nice. I think you're hoping for top 20, maybe higher if Alliances didn't push crazily. Not optimistic. Yeah, I don't know. It's really hard to gauge. Because I think we put up the same score that we did last season, and that got us second place last season. But of course it's not going to get us anywhere near there this season. I would guess there's some alliances that have like 32 million, if I had to guess. Boy, probably more than that. I bet some alliances had 1 million minimums. And then a few people probably did like 2 or 3 million. I don't know. I don't necessarily know how much people tend to put up. Trying to take Thor Rags to rank 4 just cuz. Nice. He's not too bad. I mean, he's probably a little underrated. I had to use him for that that one Karina's challenge where you have to beat the Grandmaster with Thor, Korg, and Gold. Got to use him a little bit then. I don't have a ton of 7 stars I really want to rank up at the moment. There's a couple that would be nice, and I certainly will rank them up if I get in excess of catalysts, but none that I'm like, I need this rank up right now. I think North Star is the boss of the next patch. I don't know what his animations look like. Up above 10,000 units also, which is kind of nice. I'd like to be at 12,000 for 4th of July. I mean, 15,000 would be best. That's coming up quick, though. Kind of snuck up on me. Need to put up some points in the arenas, either tonight or tomorrow. Just for those units. Go. Nice and easy. Gold is nice. I need it. I still haven't had to pop open my gold crystals. I've been able to get by on just the battle chips. I'd like to hoard those as long as possible. There will certainly come a time when I need to open them up, but haven't needed it yet. I've got like 80 million gold in those, so... When I do pop it, it should hold me for a very long time. Okay, who do I need to use here? New Avengers, A-Force, Fantastic Four. New Avengers... Fantastic Four, A-Force. Oh, Sunspot. I guess I'll bring the Torch Synergy. And then there's North Star. I know he's got like Quicksilver animation sort of deals. Get some Energize, Shock Immune, Mighty Charge, can't be nullified or fate sealed. Doesn't seem crazy. I think I'll bring Howard for a little bit of fun. And wonder if... Does he have Power Gain? I kind of don't think so. I'll try Hulkling as well. Hey, Skulls. How you doing? This will be my first time seeing North Star. There's a couple arcade matches, but I don't really... I know he's got like some wild buzzsaws or something on his special too. What do I need to do for the charges? Use a special or punish a special? Easy. Oh wow, Sunspot's gonna do crazy here. Hey, Nugget. Not doing too bad. What about yourself? Hey, James. Spring and Star Gwenpool is fun. Use Angela for 2017 and Black Widow Deadly Origin for Skull Clarity. Nice. I've done a few attempts with Blade. Haven't gotten the solo yet, but gonna keep working towards that. Shouldn't take too long. And then I don't know what I'll do for the Brotherhood of Mutants one yet. Doing good. Glad to hear it. Nice. I think the stream on Friday is when they're going to give us all the details about the changes that are coming to Victory Track Progression. And we know that it's going to be the 2 for a win, 1 for a loss system the whole way through. But we don't know if they're changing the medal requirements as far as I know. Got your 3rd mutant catalyst. So close, Skulls. One more. That dust is gonna be ranked up before you know it. So far away from a Titan now. Oh, she's incinerating me. This was a stupid idea. Now you go for a special 3. You know, I haven't seen her specials in a while. This could be a good chance to get some more practice against those. She's giving me a ton of the charges. %25 of the way to number 4 too. Playing raids can clutch out for me. Yeah, I opened a Titan a few days ago. Was Blade, who actually is going to be pretty helpful in this Gwenpool fight. I wish I could have gotten one more Titan a couple pools ago when it was like really, really good. Oh, 1%? Oh, perfect. Hey, Epilox. I'm just running through the event quest. Nothing much. This is the North Star quest, first path. Nothing much going on in game right now. No BGs makes the game boring? For real. Every time that we're in the off season, I'm like, what did we do before Battlegrounds? Hey, Tariff. I didn't open any of the new features. I might open a couple, but I go for basics more often than features for the 7-star shards. I don't love ranking up 6 stars that are available as 7 stars, in case I pull them. So, the only new champions in there are ones that are available as 7 stars. Anyone beaten level 5 Shocker easily yet? I did one path of that. I don't remember who I used. I think I used like Chavez or something. BG's made the game so much more fun. Yeah, it was such a needed game mode. It really does make the game so much better. Once you get your roster up to get the 6-star from the arena, the featured crystal will be a thing of the past? Really? Are you going to try to get every single 6-star from the arena? That's some intense grinding. It could definitely pay off if you're willing to put in the time. Use Jugs, he did great. I think I brought Jugs. I just brought in my rank 3s and filled in as needed. Put Shocker to special 2 in his wraps? I can't dex a special 2. I guess I haven't really tried, but... Hey Josh, I'm doing alright. Missing Battlegrounds already, but not long to go. What about you? Mighty Charge. Okay, let's try Howard. Speaking of 7 stars, you felt robbed. It's a Throne Breaker, you only needed 3 7 stars to get all the shards from shooting stars. Just went in there today as a Paragon. You need... Oh, yeah, each individual quest has a different number of gates. I think 3 is that the first quest or the second? Yeah, it's not the same number of 7-star champions for the gates in each quest. Where did I finish in BGs, Nugget? I think I was just M3. I fell a decent amount at the end of yesterday. It was Mysterium, which was what I really cared about. If I had parked, I would have been higher up. Oh, you don't dex it, you block it? That works. Ooh. Okay, got some blasts. I should pay more attention to these animations. Oh, that's an easy special one. Just hit you a bunch and then up and down. It's one of the easiest specials we've had in a while. Wanted to see if anyone was streaming anything, because you miss watching BGs. Yeah, it's way more fun to play and watch, for sure. I'm with you on that. And there's just a lot less people streaming when it's down. Should I try this special 2 again? Let's see if I can get it in my head. Okay. Wow, that's a lot going on. Is it me or is North Star much quicker than Quicksilver? I'm kind of... I can see that. Yeah, it might be. You replaced 100 in C6 in the last 10 minutes? Did one match and thankfully won? Wow, Josh, that's cutting it close. Queuing up a match with 10 minutes left. That's crazy. Use Fam against North Star since his combo is so extended. If he hits me, he does like no damage. That's interesting. Oh, okay, he goes... Oh wait, that was just Mighty Charge. Never mind. Yeah, I can see that. He definitely does feel a little bit faster than Quicksilver, at least on defense. No one has access to him on attack yet, right? His early access bundle isn't out? Shouldn't be, because I think Arcades was just last week. You were 98 in C6 Nugget? Wow. Well, 98 gets the exact same rewards as 1, so... But yeah, that's awesome that you made it. And, Nugget, were you over 400? Did the cutoff go over 400? That's insane. How is everyone getting so much gold? I'm very low on gold right now. I'm extremely. You're at 400 exactly. Wow. Okay, so that was... I saw some people predicting that 400 would be the cutoff way earlier on, and they were completely right. But Tariff, the best way to get gold is just arena. Incursions give some good gold too. Possible to punish your special one. Nope, that's too fast. Maybe you can just punish without the spacing. I kind of doubt it. We're low on gold, 1.4 million. Can't wait for Valiant so you can have 3 mil from the outpost. Oh, that's right. I could get some of that actually. Might have to do that since you're down to the last 10 million gold. Yeah, I had to start playing a lot more arena because my gold was drying up so much. Buy the outpost gold every week. Me too. Actually, I'm just gonna do that now. I've got 33k. 7-star shards first. Oh, and that comes with the catalyst too. Forgot about that. About 10,000. Don't think there's any way for me to get another 5k tonight. Makes the gold situation a little less dire, I guess. Actually, EQ gives a decent amount of gold too. It's even more gold because you can sell the basic ISO. True, I didn't even think about that. My ISO philosophy is that unless it's a really important rank up that I want done now, I'll only ever feed the correct class, and then I'll just sell off the basic as it expires. Oops. And I do that on 4-day cycles at each level up. Easy, easy. It is very nice that they made the changes to energy. It costs a noticeable amount less to explore now. They do need to give us a few more earnable energy refills. Oh yeah, I would always take more refills. But I do almost always have like 10 in the overflow. Enough that I can blitz down EQ at the very beginning if I want. I think you just found a call out that makes Fox your second favorite champ without question. While you were spamming global, I was studying the blade. For real? That's hilarious. Is that like against a certain character or what? Hey, Zero. I am doing all right. How about yourself? Always have a good amount of energy because what you do is the first 2 weeks of BG season, normally all your event quest is done. You use your energy to try and get energy from 536. I've never done that. I don't know. It doesn't seem worth it to me. But if it's yielding your return, nice. Because you can Elder's Marks for the first 2 weeks. Yeah, that's what I do too. I mean, this season I was using Elder's Marks up until like the very last week. A lot of them. But depending on where we place, I will probably do a lot less points next season. Had it against Warlock. Don't know if it's just random. Yeah, that's funny. I don't think I've ever seen that, but I don't fight all that many Voxes. And I don't ever use Vox. I will say, I did get kind of used to arms race. Already finished monthly EQ? Why do you always make BG's off-season so boring for yourself? I had to really restrain myself from not just plowing through the event quest, which was somewhat easier because I was playing a lot of BGs still. If you're not using your energy, then it's going to waste. Might as well try to bank some for the final 2 weeks. Oh, it definitely makes sense. But I don't know, I feel like if I had the time to auto-fight, I would rather farm like potions or something. Or actually, these days, I'm liking farming a lot of low-level catalysts, so I can rank up my lower champions. Or like running through low levels of EQ can be worthwhile too. Heavy this guy at the beginning. Slow it down a lot. Oh, well. Gonna do some practice fights, see if you can get a screenshot. Yeah, please do. That's funny. Run all of your lower levels during the week off BGs. Whatever works for sure. There's just a lot of things you can spend energy on. You can't do all of it for sure. Have any info on the next BG season? No, Zero. I know they're going to talk about some of it on the stream on Friday. So I imagine they'll announce the metas then too. The burst at the end kind of made Nova's special too. I also got to run incursions this week. That's true. I desperately need the gold from that. I actually need the artifacts a lot too. If I could manage to dupe 7-star Mojo, I might use him for Fintech's challenge. Can we just have a Friday stream? Nowadays, Kabam streams more than me. We had a stream 1 week ago. A week ago today. Last Wednesday. Been told that next season BG Meta will be War Meta the entire season. extra nodes in GC and in week 4 and in week 3-4, whatever that means. Was that from a credible source? Because I know they haven't announced anything yet, officially. But I know DLL might have like said something about it. I haven't done the war meta at all yet. Stupid war meta? Did not good 0? Well, I think I'm gonna like it better than this previous one. I've been looking forward to it just because I have so many of the champions ranked up. So people on stream were talking about it last night. Liam said he heard the same thing. Okay. Works for me. I mean, we knew that war meta was going to be in there somewhere. Throwing war meta into BGs is lazy? Maybe. Yeah, kind of, but I don't mind it because I don't care at all about war. Like, I'll do the fights in war, but I get way more... I feel like I actually get the chance to try out the meta in BGs. Like, I care about BGs more than war, so it gives me a chance to get a feel for it a lot more. Yeah, right, they're definitely going to do it again. Might not be the exact same form, but I can't imagine they're not going to include it. I'm loving that the sun is actually staying up longer than like 7 o'clock now. Feels like it's almost summer. Found another one while trying to get the message. Where's that damn 4th Chaos Emerald? Who's that for? Yeah, that's wild. Don't really have the best tactic defenders if they do that. That was me in this last one. I didn't have like any of the X-Magicka defenders. Right, I that's definitely a Sonic reference, but I'm trying to think of who is even anything similar to Sonic. Maybe Rocket? He's kind of like a hedgehog. Old Alliance was a war-focused alliance. Used to run backups, so you always took the worst war fights. Stepped back into a retirement alliance for a few months because it got tiresome. Yeah, that was why I left my old alliance originally. I cared a lot more about BGs, and I was really tired of war. And my previous alliance was like tier 2 war, but no BGs at all. So it was not really my preferred balance. Just resetting fights against Warlock to try and get the previous message. That's funny that you haven't noticed it before, because you play Vox a lot, right? It's Surprised it would have taken this long to see some of it. I'll use the pre-fight here. You can imagine why it's annoying when Kabam just throws in the war taxes and BGs. Oh yeah, I totally get why you feel that way. I just mean, for me personally, I like it because it's, you know, I don't have as much overdose of it in war as some people do. Speaking of which, war season started today. Hooray! Haven't joined yet. Probably do that after the stream. Especially since I'm, I guess, an officer now, I definitely. Yeah, there's some rare ones. I've seen common ones like teleports behind you. Wow, yeah, I didn't know I had any of those. Zero, I've done a few runs with Blade. I think I did one full set of energies worth. So that's, I guess it's like 10 tries now. Didn't quite get the solo. I think my best attempt got her down to like 8%. So I'll definitely get it in the next day or so, and then I'll look at the Brotherhood tag next. I've got a rank 3 Toad that I might be able to work with. I don't remember who else works for that. I know Juggernaut doesn't. Oh yeah, I did try a few other champions first. So I guess it wasn't a full 10 attempts with Blade. Hey, what happened to the camera? Can be done by anyone, right? Yeah, absolutely. There is not a single RPG counter required. I guess you can't be reverse controls immune. That's the only requirement. Other than that, yeah, literally anyone can do it. Funeral Lines use Sauron. Okay, I've got a 7-star Sauron. That might work out. I'm gonna go turn on this overhead light. Give me 1 second. I found it kind of a fun fight so far. Hey, Curd Bros. It really gives you a chance to get some easy practice with reverse controls in. Before my second path in Necropolis, I did a bunch of practice against that Delirium path in Act 6, and that helped me out a lot. Ever since then, my reverse control skills have gotten way better. Yeah, guessing that special 2 is good. Special 1 is easy though. Guess that's kind of like Quicksilver. Although since he's got so much power efficiency, it's really better to bait special 2s, isn't it? I guess that's kind of nice. Gives you a reward for playing it more skillfully. Kind of built into the kit. Whatever. Could Omega Red do it? Absolutely 0. Versus easy, just the constant switching that's hard. Yeah, the thing that's caught me up in all the previous fights is when she's throwing a special right as it's switching over. And you have to be very quick to figure out which way to dash. Only problem with it was the switching. Yep, same thing. Pretty good loop with Angela because her special took about 2 seconds. Yeah, I tried a little bit of special 1 and a little bit of special 2 with Blade. Using the special 1 was nice because it did just run down the timer some. But I think the special 2 gives a little bit better DPS. Brotherhood of Mutants champ is Toad. It's kind of noodly, so you're thinking Omega Red. Yeah, it's definitely possible. It's the solo is absolutely possible with anyone as long as they're not immune to reverse controls. Hey, Robert. Took up 6-star Red Skull for VGs. Nice. He does very well. Use mostly special 1s because it's easy to stay in the loop. Yeah, there's definitely something to be said for doing what requires the least amount of thought. Because as I got a little bit more comfortable with the fight, I just found myself constantly staring at the inverted controls timer. So the less that, besides that you have to look at, the better, in my opinion. Took a few tries. Did Omega Red. We have the Sig 141 rank 3. Wow. No solo, but you have revives, so didn't care too much. Got down to assassins before dying. Nice. Yeah, I definitely could just spend some revives. I mean, I had some expiring this afternoon, but I just have so much more fun with it if I do as good as I possibly can. That's always been what I liked about Summer of Pain style content. And so far, Winter of Woe and Spring of Sorrow have been pretty cheap. Spent 3 on that robot objective, which it really should have been 2, and it could have been 1. And if I had more time, I could have done 0. But that was very difficult. Other than that, it's been completely free. Blade's absolutely going to be free, and I should have enough time to get the solo with whoever I decide to use for Brotherhood of Mutants. Yeah, all in all, it's definitely shaping up to be way cheaper than any of the previous ones. Year of Yikes. Well, I needed some title for it. They didn't give us an official one, so that was that was what I came up with. If it didn't cost any energy, you'd keep going. Not worth the time and energy when you could just pop revives. Oh, I definitely get it. Like, for me, I just used the energy I had this afternoon and did that. But yeah, the energy cost is such garbage. I know I've gone on that rant many times. I hate it so much. Still. I don't think that's going to change. Same boat for you. They'll use some revives on the onslaught with Groot because you wait until the last day. Yeah, that's always what does it for me too if I wait too long. Didn't have time to grind out the solo. I think the Deathless King Groot one, that was the first one I did. I think I got it first try, but then the following ones took way longer. Especially the rank 3 6-star Photon unduped. That was a long fight. That probably took like 40 tries to get the solo. Maybe more. Why Blade specifically? Zero, it's because he is both of these champions. Yeah, he's a double objective. And I like doing that if I can, just because, I mean, it's more of a challenge for me. I think it's cool to be able to double up. And if you look back, you see I did quite a lot of doubling up whenever possible. It's definitely not the most efficient way, but again, it's the most fun for me. So that's how I do it. Oh, I didn't know Angela was a double. Wait, how is Angela a double? She's not Brotherhood of Mutants, is she? She's definitely not skill. I know that. Did that use the... Oh, why didn't his prefect go down? Weird. Only user because you're only semi-ranked 2017 champ, rank 3 6-star. Yeah, rank 3 6-stars definitely can do it, but it is not always the fastest. Oh yeah, no worries, Zero. I've done the same thing on those tags, missed part of it or whatever. Rank 2 Angela did that fight in like 2 minutes. Wow, really? Nice. It's impressive. And it is a pretty long fight with Blade. At least the way I was playing it, which probably is wrong, but it works. Love little animation additions that the Fantastic Four synergies give. I totally agree. Those are so cool. I wish there were a few more things like that. Actually, how cool would it be if the Deathless Champions had that sort of thing going on? That would be sick. Command, take notes from your past self, come on. Yeah, for real. Do I recommend Thor Rags for the double? Is he Clarity also? Because if so, then yeah, he'd work. I would say, if you're like me, and that's the most fun for you, then yes. Otherwise, not worth it. He's Clarity? Yeah, then he definitely would work. Jeez. Does Thorrag sound like fun? I mean, for me, if he was the only double champion, I would do that. If he was the only way to get 2 for 1, yeah, I'd spend the time to get that solo. But it would absolutely not be the most optimal call. Oh, he's incinerate immune? Whoops. Should I just get out? Maybe I should. He's another one I could actually use to practice on the specials, though. Oh. I think I don't remember what that ability was. Make sure not to punish him? That's like the whole point of the class node, though. That's dumb. Wait, why can't you... I mean, with Torch you should be able to. Provided you have your miss counter up, right? Unless, does he punish a miss counter? Like Kitty? Nope. I think it's really cool that we got Prowler. Alright, North Star. North Star's not too bad. That special one is just so much easier. Probably worth it to try practicing the special 2 a little bit. Just see if it's even realistic. The timing on those multi-hits, it's a lot easier for it to break your block. If you don't have space, that seems like impossible. Prowler's sick. Wish you had the resources to rank him up. I don't remember his abilities super well. Haven't seen an insane amount of use of him, but I'd be pretty happy to get one. Give him a try. Tech's always been my favorite class, too. Oh, okay. I decked the first part of that special, too. That's definitely possible. Gonna be ranking up Prowler after you get Valiant. Probably your first rank up afterwards. Super fun to use in short fights because of the double medium falter. Cool. Yeah, he seems very fun. And he looks awesome. He's got all those like smoke particles and stuff. Another revive. That'll be going to the Zemo thing. Alright, one more path in this quest. Then just arcade. Let's see, what's the node? Yeah, use strikers sometimes? Sure. A little low on energy. Down to only 3 in the overflow. I used a lot in the last few days. for Battlegrounds. You like him? Another domino counter as well, which is nice. Yeah, always good to have a few of those in your deck. I mean, I always have Shuri in my deck, and she's usually my go-to. Now that I've got Guardian ranked up, he's going to be up there as well. I hope we get a good meta for Howard soon. I haven't gotten to use him in a while. I'm just excited this will be a Moondragon friendly meta. I want to use her some. Oops. Forgot about the Energize. It's not gonna matter though. Hey, Cataclysm! Club Cataclysm raid? Thank you! Thanks for coming by. Did I see... I think I saw... Were you playing... it wasn't MCOC, right? It was a different game? I know I saw it pop up. Thank you for the raid. Helldivers? Okay, I thought that was it. I've heard a lot of people that really like that game. I've never played it. Man, Green Goblin is one that would be really cool if they gave him a little bit of a tune-up. I don't know exactly what he needs, but he needs something. He's not far off from being an annoying defender. He'd probably need a little bit more love as an attacker. Green Goblin, who is rumored to have supposed to be released as a science champion due to Act 5. So cool and definitely deserves a buff. Yeah, I mean, he's such like an iconic character. I knew almost nothing about Marvel before I downloaded this game, but he was something I did know about. Him and like Doc Ock, they released together, but Doc Ock was a meta attacker for a long time. Doc Ock's kit was always solid. Yeah, he's got so much good utility. I've been a fan of him for a long time. Actually, when he first released, I splurged and bought, I think, 5 of the featured crystals for him, and I got the 3-star Doc Ock out of it, and I was pretty happy about that. See this stage in Psycho Man? Just remember this is the stage Necropolis Psycho Man took place in. I liked Necropolis Psycho Man. It was such an easy Shuri fight. Yeah, I spent like 500 units on those crystals for that 3-star Doc Ock. Doc Ock, another champion that can perma power lock. Absolutely. Magic OP though, guys. Well, I mean, Magic was the reason that Doc Ock was a meta attacker for so long. Because you could permapower lock her and just turn off any limbo. I do have to say that like a rank 3 Sig 200 Magic, the limbo damage would be insane. And I'm very glad that I don't have to face that. But yeah, I don't think at this point, I wouldn't say a 6-star Magic would be game breaking at all. Wasted like all of my Nova Flames. Oh well. He's dead anyway. Man, I'm using Torch for like everything on this path. Makes it slower. Ooh, Marcus. I guess I'll use Thing there. With 7 stars out, you don't see why anyone would be excluded as 6 stars. Even Quake, I gotta say Quake should not be out as a 6-star yet. She still does way too much. She wouldn't be a Battlegrounds champion by any means, but I mean, it would be the same reason she was so powerful before. Like a rank 5 Ascended Quake. That's a scary thought. Find it hilarious that one of the most broken champions of the game has you harm your fingers to play her. Yeah, Quake gameplay is a lot. I was reminded of that when I went back into Spring of Sorrow with her the other time. Did the Winner of Woe with Bullseye for skill clarity. Worked pretty well. The guarantee crit made a very consistent damage. That's cool. I'm wondering how much offensive Bullseye will see this meta now that he's a tactic attacker. Very interesting. Command can make notes to level her out though. Oh, absolutely. That's definitely true. But I also don't love when they do that, just because it locks out so many other cool champions. Like how you couldn't use Hood for years just because everything was countering miss because of Ghost. Or when we got bleed immunes left and right after Blade, and you couldn't use Archangel anywhere forever. Like, I think I'd prefer that we not have at least Quake as a higher star level. I would be fine with the 6-star Magic. 7 stars would be a lot. You know who I really want though? I want 6-star Classic Ultron. He's the only other one that isn't available as anything higher. Besides, of course, the Quake and Magic. Well, this is going well. Gonna do it with Bullseye. Your blade is too small. Yeah, I don't think Blade is the best option by a long shot, but he does get the double, which is nice. The 20-minute Iron Fist solo? Yeah, exactly. They nerf Herc every chance they get. Oh, yeah. But, like, wouldn't it be better if they didn't have to put immortality prevention things? Like, then you could actually use Nick Fury's second life against story bosses and stuff like that? I don't know. I just think that would be a little bit more fun if they didn't have to completely shut off certain aspects of the game and have some large swaths of champions be rendered not very effective just because they happen to share abilities with broken champions. 7-star Classic Ultron, why not? That would be... He wouldn't be very great. I mean, if he was in the raid crystals instead of the regular Ultron, he's definitely not as good, but that would be kind of cool. If they really wanted to stick with like tradition or whatever, though, the raid crystal should have had 7-star unstoppable Colossus, unless he's the loyalty champion. Don't think 6-star Quake really matters. Very few situations seem to be the best option to bring. Definitely depends how you define best, but I see what you mean. Content isn't hard these days anyway. That's also a very good point. With easy story content, maybe it's not as big of a deal. And there isn't stuff like variants really either. Could be. I see what you mean. 7-star Kang and Thanos exist? Yeah, that's true. And the low star levels of Thanos are available this month. Man, I'm kind of tempted to buy those collector crystals to get the 2-star Thanos. That's such a cool champion to have. She wouldn't be good for Everest content or BGs. Herc already dominates questing. Yeah, that's a good point. I don't necessarily think that the existence of one broken champion means that it's okay to have slightly less broken champions. But for BGs, yeah, she would absolutely not be making any waves there. Magic would, potentially. But yeah, not quite. Hey Juan, how's it going? That's long, man. I think the biggest issue with that for me is just you need the spacing that's tricky to get with those long animations. Yeah, against the wall sucks against this guy. If those collector crystals are 25 units, you go for it? Oh, me too. They're pretty steep. You want to buy the weenie? Oh, was that a profile picture? I thought I saw a lot of people rocking that. I actually learned how to Quake with the 4-star early on in your time playing the game, just because you wanted to. I did some 4-star Quaking myself. Quake gameplay wasn't always possible. They buffed her. Okay, almost a full dex on that. If you're prepared, it's not horrible. The biggest thing is the spacing. Yeah, he just eats up a lot of the room on here really quickly. That first dash in seems to be the trickiest part. Probably very rusty now. Yeah, I was extremely rusty when I went into that Iron Fist fight with her. Took a lot of time to get the old Quake skills back up and running. Northstar's animations are insane, so jittery. Yeah, they're definitely wonky. They feel different than Quicksilver's, and I don't know why. It's like how you expected Quicksilver's animations to be before he got released. Yeah, people were saying earlier it feels faster, and I agree with that. I don't know if that's all that it is or if there's a different sort of animation trick going on, but he feels different for sure. Hey, Dark Knight. How you doing? Okay, let's do an initial clear of this one. Wait, what? Why did they hide it? It's obviously arcade. Does anyone remember? No, Dark Knight. First place in Mysterium? Oh, I'm so sorry. That is so unfortunate. Oh man, that sucks. But was anyone around when they made the Collector a boss in the event quest? That was wild. And everyone was using it as practice against the collector. Yeah, Skulls. I mean, this was many, many years ago at this point, but they made the collector just a boss in the monthly EQ. It was wild. And he was like the only unique boss at that point. This is the science with debuffs. Weakness, exhaustion, fatigue, fragility. Cutoff for C6 was 400 and C5 was 420? That's literally... That's possible to get from a single match. That's ridiculous. Let's grab eyeball. Nameless Grandmaster and EQ? That would be awesome. I'd be playing that EQ so much. Yeah, whatever. Figure it out. This guy didn't give me any trouble in BGs, but he surely has some other craziness going on here. I figure I'll probably be able to get past it. Finished 404. 2 wins in a row. Would have had you C5s. Didn't want to risk it. Oh, I don't blame you. Super Scroll. You see Arcade telling you to get good? Like in the dialogue there? Yeah. Or something else. So yeah, I want to use special ones. Give me those fragilities, please. Okay, just completely wait out the haymaker, why don't you? If you didn't struggle so hard to get back up after tanking, it wouldn't have been so bad. For sure. What you gonna do? Always next season. It's crazy he's got the same rewards as Trappy, who's 200 points higher than you. It was in C1 3 out of 4 weeks. Did Trappy really fall that far? I wasn't really paying as much attention at the very end there. I think I saw Andrew got first, which is nice. Oh, yeah, I remember him saying get good. That was fun. Really hope they revisit the GC structure and rewards. Yeah, that would definitely be nice. What changes would you be hoping for? I mean, it feels like that's the next thing in BGs, right? This season we had the Alliance event buffed. The season before we had the solo event. A couple seasons before that was the store. So the tier rewards have been the longest without an update. Follows that they would be next on the list. Hit a new BG PB? Nice one. What was it? I think 300 might have been my PB. And I was over 300 a couple times. Might as well try dexing the special too. I'm a little inconsistent on it. Like I said, that's why we have monthly EQ. To play things risky. Try to dex the specials and normally don't. I love I-Bomb for this node. 10 Fury Acid Burn is insane. C1 to 3 stays the same, but make C4 4 to 15, maybe even 4 to 20. And then C5 either 16 to 100 or 21 to 100. So you would just want to change the very top level? We'll see ranks on Friday. That's true. Oh, you mean for your placement. Okay. I thought you meant number of points. I see what you're saying. Rewards need to be better. But it's just not right that someone who can't even match people in the same tier as you gets the same rewards. Yeah. Yeah, I see what you mean. Trappy was 653 or 429. Yeah. I mean, wouldn't that get even worse at the lower tiers? Like, I imagine Uru 2 has a pretty big range, potentially. I guess not, because there's a lot more people. I was just thinking because the range is so much bigger. It potentially could. You could say that about any tier. Oh, should I go for the special one? I don't think it matters. You know, Captain Judah, depending on if Trap used energy or Elder's Marks, you might actually get better rewards than Trappy. Once you factor in the solo and alliance events. Imagine they'll eventually update those rewards. It's been a while. Yeah, Josh. I think those have been the same since it started. So it's been like a year and a half now since an update, which I don't know, seems to be how long rewards take to go. Kind of stale. Oops. Oh well. Whew, I'm getting tired. Gotta finish this quick. I don't remember what I'm getting these Furies from, but I'm not complaining. How many pro fights is it? 2. 2 and then arcade. I was very glad to see that Titan Shards seem to be a monthly occurrence now. Last month, of course, we had it in the special incursions. And I figured that was just a one-time thing because incursions are, or at least those incursions, are significantly more difficult than the usual side quests. But then we got them again this month. Not an insane amount, but more than we used to get. And anything that makes those Titan crystals come in faster is nice for me. Let's try out this arcade fight. Hey, 1-2. How you doing? Alright, arcade. Ah, he's been... This is like a mojo thing, makes sense. Not doing too bad myself. Will I get a rank 3? No, Juan. If we make top 10, I will be at 1 T4 alpha. So I'm going to be a ways away. I expect that my next rank 3 is going to be shortly after July 4th. Oh, he stunned me. Ah, okay, that's fun. He goes unstoppable. Oh, looks just like whenever I hit him. How do I hit this guy? Dude, what? He just goes unstoppable with everything. I must be missing something. Unless CGR is just a bad counter in this. But he worked fine in PGs, so I guess it would have to be a note on PA. Unless like a sig ability thing, maybe. That's ridiculous. Oh, hey, I dexed that. Nice. You'll have one? Either Domino Sassy or some new pull. Well, both of those are awesome options, Juan. Hey, Hellboy. CGR mid confirmed? Yeah. I think I got a 53k fight with CGR against Arcade and VGs, but... not this time, I guess. You just hit while stunned? I should figure out what that node actually is. See if there's a way around that, I guess. Oh, when they auto block, they gain an unstoppable buff. But he wasn't on auto blocking. Was he? Someone put down an arcade versus you? Yeah, they put him down and I was like, uh-oh, I don't really know what to do. But CGR was, I mean, just such a noob. I have no idea if he's gonna work normally or not. But he certainly did this meta. What are you doing? Hello? Okay, how long are you gonna do that? Let's see. Have they posted Battlegrounds nodes yet? No, nothing. Bummer. You know, I was trying to decide how worth it Mr. Sinister's sig ability was. I had a bunch of sig stones to use. I put some into him. Looks like he scales somewhat well, but I don't know. Let's go finish this fight. Modding confirmed. Yeah. He seems to remember that he was in a fight now. Oh, I should have waited for the double debuffs. Yeah, we were thinking earlier that they're probably gonna announce it on Friday also on too. I was mostly just messing around since he was not doing anything. Ooh, I don't know what his special 3 looks like. Okay, that's kind of cool. There's all these icons too. They show up in a very interesting way. Sinister Sigs really do help him a lot? Okay. I did put some into him. Alright. Arcade down. Finish this up. Spent an hour earlier trying to decide who to give expiring SIGs to. Hoping to pull a worthy feature. Got Spider-Punk, okay. Used 100 on Hood. I've got a lot of 6 stars at SIG 200 recently, which is pretty cool. I don't know that I need any class here in particular. Alright, got pretty close. I am gonna need to call it there. Is anyone live right now? Looks like BG is live, if no one else. Do like to go to the slightly smaller ones. Not like BG needs a extra handful of viewers. But it's always fun there. Abdo's also live? I saw him on earlier, but I don't see him on now. Unless it's just not showing. Abdo ended. Okay. Well, I'll put in the link to BG's. Should be a fun time as always. If you do feel like coming over, feel free to hit him with the Akbar raid. Thanks for showing up. I know that monthly event quest is not nearly as fun as Battlegrounds, so appreciate all you hanging out here. But anyway, I'm gonna call tonight there. Hope you all have a great day, and I will catch you later. See ya.